That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, some of people's favorite Hollywood stories are the ones of, did you know this role was originally going to be played by this person? Of course, one of the most famous ones is that Indiana Jones was supposed to be Tom Selleck. Right up to the last minute, but he couldn't get out of his deal or work around the scheduling with this new show he got called Magnum P.I. So they went out and got Harrison Ford. The rest is history. Or Will Smith was supposed to be Neo in The Matrix. Didn't end up having. Speaking of Will Smith was supposed to be Django in Django Unchained. The Hollywood is filled with these stories. But one popped up today that maybe some people knew about, but I've never heard before. John Wick, of course played by Keanu Reeves, was originally supposed to be played by Will Smith. No, I'm kidding. That's the Matrix one. No, apparently the first actor attached to play John Wick was Bruce Willis. This comes from the folks at Cinema Blend who write the following. But how different might the John Wick franchise have looked if Bruce Willis had appeared in the role, as has been revealed? While speaking with The Hollywood Reporter for the 10th anniversary of John Wick, producer and The Fall Guy director David Leitch revealed that when he and director Chad Stahelski learned about the project, Bruce Willis was already attached. Leitch and Stahelski even said that they entertained doing John Wick with Bruce Willis before they brought the story to Keanu Reeves, who they knew from working on the Matrix movies. Stahelski was one of Reeves' stunt doubles in the trilogy. And now I can't stop thinking about how different these seminal action movies would have been with Willis in the lead. All right. This is kind of fascinating about this. Now, of course, the big difference between Bruce Willis and Keanu Reeves is that Willis is literally a decade older than Keanu Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, I mean, that would have made it a little bit different. I wonder what kind of change we would have had in the pop cultural reception of John Wick had it been with a guy like Bruce Willis. I mean, prior to John Wick, he brought the bigger star. I mean, yeah, Keanu Reeves did Matrix, but a lot of people forget before John Wick came around, Keanu Reeves' career was basically gone. He was doing a bunch of these little movies that nobody was watching, and basically he had kind of faded out. Much like the way he faded out before The Matrix. Mm-hmm. Then Matrix came and he had a rush. And so how different would that have been if Bruce Willis had been there? I think Bruce Willis would have brought a little bit more, I hate using the word, but gravitas.
Sure.
Maybe to the role at first. But the action would not have come out as smooth. Like the way Keanu Reeves was able to, and yes, they did use some stuntmen, yes, but a lot of the stuff Keanu Reeves did himself. And because of that, a lot of the action and movements were a lot more fluid. Again, he was 10 years the junior of Bruce Willis and all that kind of stuff, and he was able to do all that kind of thing. So I think, while it's fascinating to think about Bruce Willis playing that role, I think it probably all worked out for the best. Because how old is Bruce Willis now? He's approaching his, Ray, can you look that up? I think he's approaching his 70s. But I mean, his health issues aside, I'm putting
69, dude.
He's 69? Now, putting his very talked about health issues aside, even if that wasn't the issue, he'd be now approaching 70. And we today would not still be talking about new John Wick movies, which we are with Keanu Reeves. So I think it worked out the way it should have. Anyway, Chris, what was your first reaction when you heard that Bruce Willis was the first actor attached to play John Wick? How do you think it would have made it different? And do you think maybe it would have worked out better if Bruce Willis had played the role, or do you think it worked out better the way it did?
My first reaction was, yeah, that tracks. That makes so much sense, because this was also coming off of Red 2. And so
That's right.
He was already doing, these great action-packed movies about an aging kind of like assassin or government worker or things like that.
By the way, the first Red, so good.
Fun.
The second one,
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But the first one was great.
It's good. And I do think, too, I love that Sean O'Connell, the author of this Cinema Blend piece, points out something so great here of one of the issues is that John Wick is really slick. So you don't have these moments of, is he going to make it? Because Keanu Reeves is that good and hits his mark so well that you're like, I mean, do these other guys stand a chance against him? Whereas if you are having the more, I'm just coming out of retirement, I haven't been in these streets anymore, you got to shake off those cobwebs, right? And I think Bruce Willis would have been able to play that so well.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that would have been a really interesting take here. I also think, and you know, as we learned with more of his health issues and everything, his frontal temporal dementia that was setting in, you know, he made a lot of movie decisions just to make sure that his family was financially taken care of.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that's upsetting right now of going, oh, wow, maybe if he was part of something that was as popular as a John Wick, he wouldn't have had to end his career with so many just like
Straight to
rapid
DVD
fire.
shelves.
Exactly. Yeah. The Walmart bin movies, because he's a fabulous actor. And I always feel like people forget that part. And I know I've been guilty of it, of talking about those straight to the DVD bin movies and going, God, Bruce Willis, how the mighty have fallen, before I knew everything that was going on. And I feel like this maybe would have set him up a little bit better. And he would have had a kind of different legacy towards the end of his career. But that's also assuming that it would have the same success that it had with Keanu in it.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of coulda, woulda, shoulda hypotheticals that is hard to judge how the movie would have turned out.
Still very interesting. You're right. As soon as you hear Bruce Willis and John Wick,
Good old Johnny Matrix.
and John Wick, you're like, yep, that kind of tracks. That would have
Yeah.
made sense. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Manscaped. You know that fresh from the barbershop feeling? Now you can get it anytime with Manscaped's brand new Chairman Pro package. So let's talk about the main star here, the Chairman Pro electric foil shaver. This shaver comes with 2 skin-safe blade heads. There's the 4-blade foil for that clean, close shave, and a stubble trimmer if you're keeping a bit of that rugged look. Guys, this thing has Flex Adjust technology, so it adapts to the contours of your face and neck, giving you a smooth shave without the irritation. And yes, it's waterproof, so you can use it right in the shower, no mess. They've also included Power Shave Gel, which makes every shave glide smoothly and the face shave smoother to keep your skin calm, hydrated, and free from razor bumps. So if you're ready to upgrade your grooming game, head over to manscaped.com and use my code CAMPEA to get 20% off plus free shipping. That's manscaped.com using the code CAMPEA. Your face deserves this level of care. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The original person attached to play John Wick was Bruce Willis instead of Keanu Reeves. Can you picture that? What differences do you think it would have made to the films themselves or their popularity? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.